How's it going, guys? So this is the new quest, Nomads Elegy. Well, I wanted to do this yesterday, but yesterday in Canada it was family day, so I was a bit busy with my family yesterday. So I really couldn't do the quest. So that's why I'm doing it on today. So first off, it's all about Nomad. You had to stop him from absorbing the souls, and in order to do that, you need to do a bunch of quests, including Nomad's Requiem, which is a Grand Master, but this quest is actually higher leveled and is a master quest, so there is a bit of a difference, and from what I understand, it's not quite as hard as Nomad was in Nomad's Requiem. Hopefully I can still do it well. I did have quite a bit of problem with him in that quest. So without definitely like what they've done with Zimberfizz. I'm not sure if he's been like this before, or if he just got a graphical update with Elegy, but with this he certainly looks more demonic than he did before. Before, all ends just had a sort of playful look that really didn't add to that they're from Infernus. So yeah, in order to start this quest, you need to have completed Dishonor Among Thieves, Nomad's Requiem, Heart of Stone, The Mighty Fall, Throne of Miscellanea, The Void Stairs Back, as well as having level 75 mining, woodcutting, and construction, and it is also recommended that you complete Wild Gothic Sleets and Blood Runs Deep. And all you need is combat gear and food. And once you complete the quest, you do get a bunch of experience for construction, mining, and woodcutting, as well as a 50k experience lamp for combat. And you do get something for invention. I've been a bit too busy to bother with it, especially after they made combat invention more better than resource invention. So now we'll go in here like we did in Requiem and check it out. Such meatball. Alright, so let's check out those crystals. Yeah, although I had beaten Nomad years ago in RuneScape time, that actually wasn't long ago, and probably close to the end of the 5th age, which was only about, like, I still have no idea how long ago that was in this game. I don't know if we're in like September of year 1 of the 6th age, or August, or April. Note, I do know that those aren't the names that RuneScape uses, and just so much easier. And he obelisk is like meatballs. Alright, so now let's check out his throne. That's pretty close. And footprints. Oh wow, big blast. And we're dead. Very much dead. And here we have exploring and death. At this point I really wish I had a bigger screen. I'm doing this on a laptop and I found that it's not the best when it comes to screen. I would attach a monitor, but with the way my desk is, that really wouldn't be feasible, especially for when you're using abilities. Sorry. I really like how they've incorporated exploring as a sort of jackal from the Egyptian lore. Especially since, although that does make a lot of sense, since he is from the Caribbean desert pretty much. Yep, so everybody that we've killed since Nomad's plans in Requiem, we've basically been aiding him, which kind of sucks when you think about it. I mean, we beat the guy, we think we've killed him, and then he teleports away, and now we realize that we've been helping his plans all since then. Oh, and then he got away in dishonor among thieves right before Zamorak got the chance to blast him. No, they were abducting people. I thought they were all trapped. I do have the book for the Order of Ascension, but I haven't completed it, so it's good that I can still do that. Yeah. I really wasn't a fan of this place when it was the Halloween event. It was just incredibly grinding, and there really wasn't much to gain from it except for a death animation and some gravestones. The herb burner is okay from what I understand, but other than that, there really wasn't all that much. And even then, the herb burner became available afterwards by killing the undead, I believe. Oh, did not. There we go. What are your thoughts on Nomad? I see even death can become maniacal given the right incentive. What's it like being deaf? I do. Which is amazing considering he's pretty eternal and given that he's deaf. Yeah, during the Second Age, there was a lore and histories about death where he was born human, but he was killed by Zimorigal, and so it's quite possible that he has had lovers, even if they were from when he was human. Still, having to read the lives of your lovers can be quite traumatic. What are your thoughts about can you tell me about the afterlife? Okay, let's talk to Iqbar. Death is the one with the strategic. He wasn't always death. He was born with a powerful soul. Normally this would be a saddening story, but given the fact that he's causing the pain to others, what his parents' death caused to them about not being able to see their child, and it's a bit hard to feel sympathy for him. But so on Galanor, people's afterlife is based on what they believe. It's a bit different than the normal idea of the afterlife that we're probably used to. Even then, I had always thought that RuneScape afterlives were based on the world you died on, not or your connection to a world, not what you believed. Like in Blood Runs Deep, when you die, you end up going to Valhalla, which, although it isn't the Galenorian afterlife, it is the one associated with the Premonics. And though we are considered a Premonic by them, it seemed a bit odd that we would go there. Sorry, don't in this afterlife. Lord, I saw the "That sounds wonderful" answer yesterday, so let's see what the second option says. And just for memory's sake, I'm gonna look at the first one again. See, peaceful life is nice, but every now and then there does seem to, I do feel like there needs to be some sort of change or spontaneity to life just to make it a bit interesting. I want. I would bet. See, that's the one I probably don't like the most out of all of them, since although it sounds nice, having to lose one's sense of self seems like pretty awful, especially considering you're in the afterlife, so you're pretty much there for eternity, or at least until in RuneScape you're reincarnated. Yeah, no kidding. Oops. Did not mean to do that. That one's a bit odd, considering that Ictflarin was around during the Second Age, which is when Zaros was around on Gielinor. And between his father's destruction, between his father Tumikin's battle with Zaros and his enormous blast and as an android could barely contain, as well was the Sardominus and Zamaraki and the extinction of the Zerosians. It seems a bit odd that he hasn't taken even one Zerosian soul to the afterlife, so well, I believe it is that they may, although he may personally have not taken any souls to the afterlife that are Zerosian, he probably might be that because Saros had something that caused their souls to remain somewhere on Gielinor out of death and Florence reach, or is because of Zaros's power to instill loyalty in others, so anybody who would have gone to the afterlife and is a true Zerosian hasn't died yet. And when anybody who was affected by his power died, and that released him from his control. So it's a bit of a conundrum, but as with all things Zaros, Kyakos is probably going to lead that for quite some time to let you decide on how it is, the way they did with Zaros not being able to lie. Why? I mean, he's a magic cabbage. Point taken. And Saren. I see that even exploring can't understand the wavelengths of the elfin songs. Alright, so now let's go on to the afterlife. Bad choice of words. And here we have Astrid, the woman was meant to be our bride in Blood Runs Deep, but died shortly after the wedding. Alright, so let's start with this one, Cinia. So apparently she did die in the events of Heart of Stone. Everyone wasn't really sure. There was a bit of a discussion about that, whether she died or was simply sent into the abyss or was taken somewhere else. Apparently I need to do this in order to. Alright, since we're here, let's do Hazelmere. Huh? So now he's gone upstairs. It's really interesting lighting here, given that usually I'm supposed to be a kind of reddish color, and right here I'm sort of like an orange brown. Oh, wait, did you? Alright, let's check out the memory. I don't know, it seems a bit lazy given that it's a mere screen with text on it. Probably better I go through this way. Okay, so last I saw Hazelmere had gone somewhere around here. Yep. Where did he go? Anywho, might as well go to this person. Well, not really, but oh, there he is. Okay, so it looks like he's gone back to around the castle. Oh, that's right, I gave him to the Temple Knights. Not crossing either. You represent danger. I'll deal with you then, not now. Can't fight to protect those who I care. Won't hide bear because there might be consequences. Oh, there he is. Karasi. No, Karasi the Jessica remembers. Okay, let's check out the first Jessica memory. Appears the rumor about Ariane is was quite widespread, where even Jessica believed her to be a Zamorak worshipper. So, for the most part, Ariane seems to be more a member of the Godless, or at least the Gafixian. Especially if you talk about her after you've completed the Chosen Commander, where you defeat the avatar of Bandos. Now let's finish up with Hazelmere. Really? Good kick of the evil scheme. You're right. Nomad. Yes, I feel the same. I'll save you that drawn out suffering. You'll find out when we meet again. Leave Limbo. I thought there used to be a bank chest around here. Oh well, I still have plenty of food. It says bloodstained, but I don't see any blood. Zanek. Why is the goblin wearing a football helmet? Okay, so from what I understand, this part needs AoE abilities, so let's give him a shot. Loyal dead set aside this corner of his afterlife. All this for me and my friends. Why are you here? You led the goblins into Ubius as the new leader of the Bandosians. No. The hell? Oh, there's one more. Come on. Shut up. How the hell did they do that? These guys are incredibly fast. It's really unbelievable. Oh, come on. Okay, let's try that again, but with overload. Wait, I was overloaded. That should have worked. Come on. Haven't even gone to the hard part. This is getting ridiculous. Yes, finally did it. I can see what people are saying about that. It is pretty difficult if you're like I'm using the Armadillo battle staff, and that took quite a bit of tanking and power to use to defeat. What you did. I can't get over how chibi Xanac looks now. It's really something. I never realized. This is Zaltak? Do you really think you can save them, Lord Falzan? You can't. There is a grinding darkness against which your soul shall be laved. And this is Zaltak. What? I said, I'm so glad you could save Xanac. She never deserved this. I'm glad you managed to get her out, take care of her. Why do you look so shocked? Nothing. Sure, I will. That was something. I didn't see that before about Zaltak. Alright, so first I have to find a bank because that actually used more food than I thought it would, so... And one's right here. So just gonna get some more rock tails and... I should be fine with that. But... Can't recall if this will work, but I'm gonna give it a shot. And it does. But yeah, that bit about Zaltak was amazing. I really wasn't expecting it, especially in the Bandosian afterlife. Or rather what the Bandosians constructed for Xanac's afterlife. And the way they played it was interesting too. The laving darkness against your soul. That is Zaltak. And they did sound like we've had interactions with Zaltak before, but I can't quite think of where. And really? There's been hints that there's been something with Zaltak in 2005, but honestly, I can't think of where in 2005 there was a quest that just had this weird part that nobody understood done, because frankly, most of the mysteries from that time have been kind of resolved. Well, that was also one of the pirate quests. And while I would like to see it continued, I'm not so sure about the idea that Zaltak is connected to the pirates. Anyway, let's get back to the quest. You're welcome. What do you think of our situation? Harold. Sorry, Death. Not many people are on a first name basis with Death. What do you think of Nomad? I know a little of Nomad. He's got all my information. Terminate with absolute prejudice. Certainly one way of looking at it. It's not like he doesn't deserve it. I mean, as I said before, the afterlife is supposed to be somewhere where you can reunite with your loved ones for eternity, but Nomad is pretty much taking that away from them. That is unless Death can figure out some way to siphon the soul from the thing from Nomad. Guild Eric. You should have done what you... Ah, yes. Okay. Just making sure. This should be enough. I love how we keep interrupting him so that he doesn't say something inappropriate. It's kind of like the Pirate Quest humor where awful, gruesome things happen and they hide behind a lair of kittens playing. Alright then. Yeah, in the Underworld Halloween event, Nate said that humans are most often reborn as cats. As to my cat, all he does is sleep, eat, and go outside and have fights. I should probably restore my health. That would be disturbing, to say the least. Your true calling after you had died. Yeah, I've been to Death's office, I've been to Valhalla, but I swear those were only a couple of times. Any thoughts on the afterlife? Well then, I guess you could consider the glass half full. And Sanic. Wait, Sania died? News to me too. She never struck me as the murdering type. Well, Zinnia was threatening to remove all the magic from the world and thus to stop the elder gods from waking up. The elder what now? Being dead puts you so in the loop. Yeah, it was tragic. How can you help with the siege? Why did you die? Against my will, my soul was tied to Bandos. When he was killed, that death followed back to me. Seemed like tend to do that a lot. When he made me the chosen commander, Bandos linked our spirits together. With the belief of his followers that sealed my fate rather than my own beliefs. The moment I entered the underworld, I was dragged straight to that terrible place. How long were you there? Rev, time doesn't work like that. do you think about the others? Oh. Now let's continue with the interrogation. Whoops. Look, we don't have to be enemies. We want the same thing. I should be safe. At least I think you should. And prosperous Gillenor. Whoa! I really do not have time for this. For instance, And one more time I'll do it. Okay, guess I got it. This is really difficult. There we go. Finally starting to get somewhere. Oh, I had already gotten that. Okay, let's try dealing with the sanity, because we're not getting anywhere otherwise. Okay, let's try something else.
How do I defeat him? Why would you want to destroy him? He's the god that we need. The god that will protect us. He will be...
Okay, that's it. Undo. That was way too much. I think I'm just gonna release them. A true one, perhaps not. Certain. Defendable, coward, terrible and unfathomable. This abomination. He's doubting an abomination to torture the souls. Sonic. Hazelmere. I already pretty much already at this chosen. Oh, there he goes. I love how this is kind of like botting, but your player's not even doing anything then. It's kind of interesting. Here. Lions. And Nomad speaking to me again where nobody else can hear. It is a lie. Guthers died. Do you remember? You led them all into his resting place. You know that, don't you? And that's everything. So I can continue. It is because of you that the gods have returned to threaten us all. They flooded into our world in droves, each of them giving orders, imposing their idea of order. Well, except for Zamorak. I saw my master becoming, I destroyed him. I saved the world from his madness. But you have so many masters. Do you even realize you're a servant? Yes, I know. You want to deny me. You feel you are in charge. It is a comforting lie, I'm sure. You are here on the word of gods, both alive and dead. I'm only voicing him because the way he talks is so awesome. You have been told that I am dangerous, that my plan is madness, and it is. It's also our only hope. My fortress stands in opposition to the gods, to all the gods. I will be the shield for Gielinor, protecting the world from their arrogant machinations. No matter what the cost, I will pay it, because to not do so would be far, far worse. So build your siege weapons and storm my gates. I wish that when you reach my gates, it is as a friend, as someone who knows my way is the only way. But I am no fool, Lord Falzon. I know that when we meet again, you will give me no choice. When we meet again, it will be the day you die. I am sorry, but there really is no other way. So farewell, Lord Falzon. I look forward to devouring your soul. I imagine it will be exquisite. Come at me, bro. Nomad is an interesting character in this, in the way that he's sort of like one of the most militant, godless he's one of the most militant, godless I've ever seen. Even Karamir pales in comparison to him. Like, sure, she is a bit nuts and has some plans to get the Stone of Jazz so that she can fight against the gods, but so far she hasn't suggested anything that would go so far as to absorb the souls of the dead. Alright, I'm back. So I was recording this before, but I had to stop because I had other things I needed to do. So I'm just gonna start again. I'm not the best combat player, so what I'm basically gonna do is I'm pretty much just going to oh, I should probably go back. So yeah, basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go full out right from the start. See. So, finally you step forward and challenge me directly. What the hell? Warriors ripped from their afterlives to serve you. The old woman who tried to destroy your world. Ugh. The too weak to fight her own battles. The elderly know, enslaved by destiny. These are your soldiers. You are more desperate than I thought. Why do you not surrender? My forces are clearly superior, my power unassailable. And even if you do break down these walls, do you think even for a moment that you can face what lies beyond? I have harnessed the power of all the souls in the underworld. Each life, each death, mine. Can you even comprehend that power? I can change the destiny of Gillinor with that power. I can set it free. Look at it, my fortress defiled by that madman. Okay, what now? Well, thanks to our friend Septimus, we know there's a shortcut into the fortress. Wait, what? No, there isn't. It's my fortress. I would know. Yeah, they are kinda made one. How dare they? The insolence, the outrage. I will. Yes, divine retribution, souls cast into the eternal nightmare, etc., etc. We have bigger things to deal with now. As I was saying, there is a shortcut into the castle. Some of us can sneak in and take out Nomad while the others distract him at the gate. Or you could storm the front gates if you want Nomad to befoul his bridges in terror. Quite. It's up to you, Lord Thousand. The secret passage is off to the east if you want to use that. Otherwise, we just lead around to the entrance and let it get to work. We know from the bridge that Nomad isn't just going to let us past, so we're going to need to keep the ramp from being destroyed. Well, Guardian, you know our strengths and weaknesses by now. Just tell us where you need us and we will follow. I'm just gonna take the shortcut. I can also crush you like an insect, as seems to be your wish. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. But before I do, I better get ready. That's it. We're in. Time to take Nomad down. You go ahead. We'll stay back and hold them off. My fortress. Once a place to welcome souls and help them pass on to somewhere better. Now propelled by Nomad. And he is using it to build that thing, that mockery of divinity, an insult named Gillenor. Do you feel that, Ictflar? I sense the power of Nomad's creation. Nomad, what have you done? I have created salvation for the people of Gillenor and given it their namesake. A bulwark against the machinations of the gods. A god forged from the amalgamation of all the souls of Gillenor, mindless and obedient to those who can master it. A god that desires no worship, no penance, no subjugation. A god that serves the people, not the other way around. But that's insane. You cannot seriously believe this abomination is a good thing. That's madness. No, serving the gods is madness. Letting them tear Gillenor apart is madness. This is our only hope. I cannot let you do this, Nomad. It's too much. Then do as you must, Lord Falzon. Let's see how much pain you can take. Well, that's settled then. He's insane. Agreed, but all the more dangerous for it. Lord Falzon, we must destroy this construct. And Nomad, I'll take him. Can you guys handle that thing? Together, yes. I can't fight a god, but I can handle Nomad's army quite nicely. I'll deal with the zealots on the ground floor, draw their attention away from the rest of you. Good plan. I will try to cut away the souls that empower it. Very well, I'll tackle the head of the beast, though it may look like my old friend. I will relish its destruction. Then we are ready. Lord Falzon, good luck. You too. All of you. Now's the time to soul split. So, Lord Falzon, must I humiliate you again? Probably should overload. Don't want to. Man, he's really keeping up with this. Yeah, fuck it. You cannot win, Lord Valzant. You stand above a god, but you are beneath it. Gillenor, smite. The room full? Damn it. Ew, got hit by that. Okay, that's one area down. Okay, hopefully that's enough of a boost that I can take these guys out. Huh, that was the last of them. Let's at the end, shall we? Ah, jeez. That was... Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Damn it. Jeez. Really wish that would stop happening. Like, there we go. Oh shit, how'd that still hit? I should really start using resonance when he's about to do that. Yep, it works. This isn't as hard as I thought it'd be. I mean, sure, I'm using a pack yak, but this is only one inventory of food. Alright. Okay, now's the time to play as death. Significant. Move it. Jeez, I'm doing it right, but I'm still getting pretty hit hard. And that's the last of them. Holy shit. Damn it. Not sure I can do this with the remaining rocktails I have left. Probably not. And I died. If I recall, my grave should be right outside death's door. Honestly, with the amount of food I had left, it was amazing. For me anyway, it was amazing I lasted that long. Though I'm not sure if I'm not so sure about how much health each of those Nomad clones has. Okay, not gonna be needing that one. Not gonna be needing that. Just needs put some in my backpack.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, so that should be more than enough. Oh, I should have probably overloaded, otherwise I would have been dealt so much more damage to him. Slight miscalculation on my part. But it's so much easier than it was last time. I mean, last time it took me forever to get to 50k. Ah, jeez. Okay, that's done. I think I just needed to beat one of them. Florian's so slow. Come on, dude. I was so close. Come on, buddy, you can do it. I honestly cannot worry about this. Go. Okay, I'm gonna have to leave those just so I can actually make it. Oops, overload. Burnout Duty really runs fast. I mean, I can't even get away from him just at all. But at least I only had to protect from melee and escape from those sky blast. Honestly, I can never get a finishing blow on this guy from a good, strong hit. There's always a little bit left. I'll let death do it. Gillenor, kill them! Slow motion, stab it to the back of the head. Those are always the coolest. No! No! Do you even know what you've done? You've doomed us all. You've doomed the world. Yeah, you've said all that before, and it seemed to turn out alright. Don't you see? We would have had a power strong enough to protect us from the gods. With a god controlled by mortals. By which you mean you. Who else? None of you have the will to do what must be done. None of you have the... Oh, stop it. I've been in your shoes, but even I wasn't as deluded as you are now. That's debatable. The gods may represent a threat, but your plan created a very real, unavoidable disaster. Countless souls shredded into pieces and stitched it together into that thing. How dare you try and claim, even for a moment, that this game is anything other than unutterably evil? What does it matter anyway? Congratulations, you stopped me. I applaud you. Really, I do. Now nothing can stop your masters from crushing this world, our people, into dust. What masters? Are you really so ignorant, so deluded into thinking yourself a hero that you can't even see the strings? This whole game, the dance of the gods, it revolves around you. You're the game piece that they all play with. Did a gathering of gods really have to wait for the arrival of one mortal to get started? There's a reason that all of these stories focus on you. Can't you see it? It's all a game to them, and... Bravo, bravo, a most splendid display. Reveal yourself, Sliske. We all know it's you. Oh, if you insist. Oh, Icky, still not a fan of the theatrical. What are you doing here, Sliske? Oh, isn't that obvious? I'm here with an invitation. Harold, my good friend. Because you so beautifully murdered the countless souls amalgamated into the new god Gillenor, I hereby invite you to attend my Grand Summit and compete for the Stone of Gas. I will attend, if only to take it from you. This good a motivation as any, I suppose. But I have one more invite to extend. Lord Thousand, my dear, dear friend, I am proud to offer you an invite to my grand competition. Why? Why? Because you defeated Nomad here, a being of remarkable power. I think such a feat is worthy of recognition, don't you? For defeating Nomad, you will stand shoulder to shoulder with the gods themselves. And you'll all compete for the most fantastic of prizes, the Stone of Jazz. Except that would also put us in competition with whatever faction we support, given that they're all represented. Except for most people, like someone from the Desert Pantheon and Marimbo's in. Never mind. Just the Desert Pantheon to my knowledge. Oh, but first there's one final thing left, isn't there? Nomad, what will you do with him? He obviously won't stop his wicked schemes. So the question is, live or die? Kill me. I am not afraid of death. I won't need much time to change that opinion, I assure you. Haha, delightful. Are you really willing to add more mindless death to this? Perhaps imprisonment or a fine? I mean, is his crime really so great? He's a hero, really, right? What to do? Let Nomad live or kill him. I'll let him live. There's been enough death today. Nomad, I'm giving you a reprieve. But it's only a temporary one. Mercy? After everything? Perhaps Lord Thousand is showing you mercy, but you have lived long enough. I will have your soul. Perhaps you will, my friend. Perhaps. But not, I think, today. No! Well then, till we meet again, Lord Thousand. As always, it's been a delight. Sliske, one day I will have the delight of smashing his bones to pieces and scattering them to the winds. He has taken my quarry from you again. Nomad's soul will be mine soon. Everyone stop. Let it sink in. We've won. Nomad is defeated. His grip on the souls removed. We have prevented the rise of a new, terrifying deity. Sliske thrives on chaos. He wants us to feel this is a defeat, but it is far from it. You're right, of course. Come on, we didn't do this alone. We should go and speak to the others before we go. Say your goodbyes, Lord Thousand, and come speak to me again. I'll take you home then. Talk to Jessica. Wow, we did. I mean, I knew we would, but still. Wow. I'm glad I got to be part of this adventure. What now? Now? I will stay here while I think and observe. There may be repercussions for Nomad's scheme, and I will look for them. Research doesn't have to stop just because you're dead. But still, I doubt we'll see each other again. It has been good to see you again. Goodbye. Zanuck. So that's 2 gods we defeated together? That must be a record, surely. It was a good adventure to be our last, Lord Falzon. It was good to see you. Ah, come on. Why do I keep doing that? Goodbye, Zanuck. Goodbye, my friend. Next up, Hazelmere. Well, that was quite the adventure. Fanatical armies, powerful sorcerers, and even a malnourished god to deal with. And perhaps the best thing about it all, I hadn't seen any of that coming. It is a strange thing knowing one's future. It is nice to feel surprised again. Thank you, my good friend, for letting me know what that feels like. One last time. Goodbye, Hazelmere. Goodbye. You did good there, Lord Falzon. I'm proud of you. Thanks, you too. It's kind of you to say so, Lord Falzon, and it means a lot to me. I still have much to atone for, and I shall stay behind, here in the underworld. I will help remove any remaining members of the Order and any lingering after effects of Nomad's scheme. And then perhaps, when I have done enough, I will move on to a new adventure. Goodbye, Lord Falzon. I am only sorry I will not see more of your legend unfold. Okay, I'm probably gonna bank some of this, just so I have room. Finally, exploring. Once more you continue to impress me, Lord Falzon. Facing gods, dragonkin, and now storming the underworld itself. To many you are a walking legend, a storm that will change the face of the world. It is my great honor that I can think of you as a friend. But this is not goodbye, Lord Falzon. We will meet again. I am certain of this. Finally, death. Have you said your goodbyes, Lord Falzon? It is likely you will never see these people again. It's rare that we get to say such goodbyes. Fate has given you an opportunity you should not squander. I have said my goodbyes. Very well. Wait, before you go, there is one thing that we should resolve. Whilst Nomad may be defeated, the obelisk at Soul War still remains a very real danger. Wasn't that destroyed in the explosion? It was, and yet it has returned. It seems there is something more to that device than first we thought. As long as the obelisk remains, there is a danger that someone might learn how to harness it again. Like who? There are forces out there, ancient and dangerous, that have yet to reveal themselves. Not discounting the dangers that we already know of. Imagine what Sliske, Zamorak, or Zamorigal could do with such power. Then there are the people who would use it to do good. Imagine such a device in the hands of, say, Ariane, or even myself. The danger is undeniable. The obelisk is too dangerous to leave unguarded. We will need to appoint a caretaker. It is within my power to grant one soul here a reprieve, albeit a temporary one. A few years, that's all. Still, a few moments can be an eternity if used correctly, so a few years does not seem unreasonable. Sadly, I can grant such a boon only to one of you, I'd like to offer it to you, Sonic. Me? But the others deserve it so much more. Your life was never yours to live. The machinations of Bandos took your destiny from you and worked it for his own ends. Then his death became yours. You weren't even allowed to die according to your own path. You died ultimately because he failed. After all the souls I could not save here, I would like to redress at least one of fate's cruelties. But what about the rest of you? It would feel wrong to leave you here. I, for one, think it's a great idea. No offense to everyone else, but Zanuck would have been my choice. I'm not sure I can live another life. Better that the youngsters get a chance at life again, I think. Honestly, I worry about the grand scheme of things. There's a balance to life and death. This could damage that. Lord Fawcett, what do you think? Come back with me, Zanuck. Thank you, Lord Fawcett. I think I will. I will guard the soul obelisk and look after Soul Wars. I shall make sure that no one can utilize that power again. Then it is settled. Sonic, you will come back with us to Soul Wars. You will have only a few years. Use them well. I intend to. Thank you, Lord Fawcett. You truly are a good friend. Goodbye, my friend. Goodbye. Quest complete. Okay, so 50,000 construction, 50,000 mining, 50,000 woodcutting, 50,000 combat, soul in a box blueprints, earn enhancer blueprints, and 2 treasure hunter keys. I don't even get the point of putting them in lands for a quest such as this. What kind of skiller can even do this quest? Attack 209, strength 792, ranged 369. So yeah, I'll go with attack. Alright, let's go and see what's changed on the God scoreboard. It was a good quest, given that even someone like me who doesn't usually do combat or isn't as good at combat as other people could do it, I'll be aware of a few more rocktails used. As for the next part of Sliske's endgame, that should be... While the name is only temporary, it's currently called Ballad of the Burroughs Brothers, and that quest is coming out around May. So, it's gonna be interesting to see how the events here affect what occurs in that quest. Check the gun scoreboard. Okay, so Sliske again gave himself another point, another win, because he's Sliske. Then he killed Gillinor, so he has 3 points. we beat Nomad, so we have 1 point. And Exploring, he didn't kill Nomad, he didn't beat Nomad or kill Gillinor, so he didn't get any higher. As you can see here, they have the mask for death, which is just a skull, given that he's, well, death. And the World Guardian, which is basically the helmet used here. And yeah, I think that's about it. The Zeltag reference was a bit of an odd one. And I'm not quite sure how I think it was a follower of Zeltag that possessed the cave goblin, and I really don't understand how it could have possessed the cave goblin unless it had inserted itself into the goblin when it was alive. Because honestly, otherwise that would mean that Zeltag has some sort of power over death, like Exploring. And technically Emma's got, but she's stopped doing that whole thing. So thanks for joining me in this quest, and I'll see you next time.